welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica. I am a military spouse that is currently stationed in Rota, Spain. Thank you to everyone who has been watching my videos. I'm really surprised but really grateful. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed. If you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I make videos about my time here with my family in Rota. Also, I make some lifestyle and just whatever else I feel like sharing. I feel like I am a pretty multifaceted individual, and I want to share my knowledge, my information that I have to offer. So hopefully you like my videos. If you make it to the end, please consider liking. So on today's video, I want to talk about my 6 months being here in Rota and just, I guess, like the good and some of the things that I'm not too keen on. But overall, I feel like honestly, I have really enjoyed being here, and also I'm really grateful to be here. I feel like this is an opportunity that not a lot of people get. I don't know really a lot of people that I know that have had an opportunity to live abroad, so I really feel very grateful and appreciative that I'm having this experience, and also that my daughter is getting to have this experience, because she is 2 years old and she already has a passport. And I think that is just something that I've always thought about as a parent, like when I knew that I wanted to become a parent, just giving my children the opportunity to have experiences that I just didn't have. So but overall, like I said, it's been good. I have a few notes, so I'm going to be looking down, so excuse me if that bothers you, sorry. But first, I would like to say that I really like the people here in Spain. I was pleasantly surprised by how nice people are, and seeming genuinely so. So many people that we've encountered just being out and about in town, and even just some of the Spanish people that work on base are just really, really nice. And they're really, really nice as well to my child, which is honestly kind of surprising to me, because there will be plenty of times when I would be back in the States that people would barely want to talk to me. So the fact that people are just so kind to me and also my child is really, really nice and really refreshing. Especially because, I'm not here, I'm not from here, I don't speak the language, but I try to make do. I try to, I'm trying to learn some, just regular phrases, or, just things that I can better communicate, because that is something that's really important to me, to be able to communicate with the people that live here, because I feel like I am a guest in their country. So I would like to be able to speak their language and communicate in their language, basically. So just how nice people are here, it's really interesting. I mean, I'm sure there are some not nice people, but I haven't met any, so I'm grateful for that. I really feel like, for me, like I've grown so much. I mean, just the fact that I'm making videos and posting them is leaps and bounds from anything that I ever thought that I would be doing. It's definitely something I've thought about, because I do watch a lot of YouTube videos and have been watching YouTube for a while. So the fact that I'm posting videos is kind of crazy, because I've thought about it but just didn't do it. So I'm growing and I'm pushing myself, and I'm putting myself in different situations, and definitely probably need to push myself a little bit further in some areas. We'll get to that later, but yeah, I've grown so much. I definitely feel like I am adulting really hard since I've been in Spain. I'm definitely felt like an adult before, but now I'm just like, I am an adult. So yeah. And it's just this place, like Spain is such a beautiful country. It's just, from what I've seen, it's so beautiful, it's so scenic. In some ways it reminds me of some different areas in Florida, but it's just so beautiful, and I just feel like a calmness here. I feel a peace here. I feel very just like comfortable. There's just like I don't know, it's just something in the air. Like the people here, they're just so, they just move so just, you know, calm and cool. Like there's not that hustle bustle kind of vibe here. It's just, we're just living our lives. We're enjoying. Just enjoy your life. So I feel like that's something that I want to really embrace and hopefully take with me throughout the rest of my life, because I don't know, there's just such a something culturally that's really nice about that, and something that I felt very interested in when I heard things about Spain. And so it's so crazy that I've ended up here, because it's definitely something that I wanted in my like teens, early 20s, when I would watch the Travel Channel. If you were a dork like me and watched the Travel Channel, I used to watch and see people talk about being here. And so it's definitely just wonderful to be able to be here now and experience the culture and experience the people. It's just such a really beautiful time. So yeah, I love that. And I really enjoy where we live. I enjoy living in base housing. I enjoy this space. I think I mentioned it in my housing video, but I just like the amount of space that we have. It's just enough space. My husband's working all the time anyways, so it's just really me and my daughter a lot of the time, and it's not a burden to me to have to clean and maintain this space. So I really like where we live. I like that we have our own yard that my daughter can run around and play in, but also there's so many parks and things in the area or in the neighborhood for us to be able to go to as well. So I really like that, and I'm really happy with the choice that we've made to live in base housing. So far so good, but yeah, 6 months in and I like it. Or really 5 months, because the first month we were here, we were at the gateway. So 5 months of living in here, but yeah. Also, something that I like here is the driving. I mean, I have not been everywhere within Spain, but just within this local area, we've been to Sevilla. I have not noticed a lot of accidents. I've seen one, and again, I don't go everywhere. I'm not everywhere at all times, but I've seen one look like a little fender bender situation. But generally, I like the driving here. I have not been cut off. I have not seen anyone driving in a way that I would call reckless. I am a bit of a grandma driver though, so maybe that would bother some people, but I really like that I feel comfortable. I feel more comfortable driving here, honestly, than I do in the States. Like a lot of times when I'm driving, especially in Florida on like I-4 in particular, or if I'm driving on 95, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm just like, please just, Jesus, take the wheel, literally, like just please get me to my destination. And here I don't feel that. I also like that I haven't seen any like speed traps. Again, I don't know, maybe they are around, maybe they do that here, but I have not seen it. There's nobody lurking trying to like catch you speeding. Not that I really speed anyways, but just, you know, I don't see that. So that's also really nice, something that I really appreciate. Yeah. And so for the things that I'm not loving, so this is not just indicative of Spain, but bugs. There are a lot of bugs. And maybe because I'm outside a lot more, my daughter's a little older now, so we're outside playing more. There's just a lot of bugs. In the backyard, I did put some bug zappers in the yard. I'll probably put one out front because I'm noticing some bugs out there. But even like as I'm looking at the back window, like there's these like little gnats that are just, ugh. But hopefully they'll get zapped tonight. But that's not anything that I wouldn't experience anywhere else. Like I've said before, I'm from Florida. Bugs are bugs; they're everywhere. But like, it's just. I think it's just because I'm outside a lot more and I'm noticing a lot more bugs. But it's fine. That's not a reason to not come to Spain. So, I would say it's hard to meet people, and I feel like you really have to put forth effort, which for an introverted person like myself is really challenging, but it's definitely something that I have on my to-do list for the next like couple of weeks, is to go to, and if you're not like active on like the Facebook, there's so many different ones for Rota. There's so many different Facebook groups. So I would definitely say, if you're not, go on Facebook and join all of the groups. But there's one in particular, like a parent group, and a lot of times they'll be posting like different activities that they'll plan. And so I think my goal is to start going to like 1 or 2 of those a month and try to meet some moms, and just really just people in general, who, we could potentially hang out with. I think my daughter just like really needs some friends and she really needs to be around some other kids. So that is like a goal of mine, but I think it is kind of challenging. You really have to put forth effort, and so I'm really interested in putting forth the effort to meet more people and to interact and engage with people in the community, because I'm sure there are folks who feel, like myself, and feel a bit lonely or feel a little bit out of place being in a place that you're not used to. So that's definitely something that's on my to-do list. And then the food. So for me personally, the cuisine here has left me wanting. I'm a Black American, and culturally I'm used to food that is like full of flavor, full of seasoning. And even when I personally cook, my family cooks, it's very well seasoned. And I'm just not finding that here. And maybe there are different areas or different cuisines, but like, yeah, just from what I've had, what I've tasted, I've not really been overly impressed. So I haven't had like a traditional paella yet, which I'm really hoping to have. But yeah. So yeah, I hope that doesn't offend anyone, but I'm just speaking for myself. I just have not been overly impressed by the food that I've had, and not just like any like Spanish food, but just like the restaurants that I've tasted. Again, I haven't tasted all the restaurants. There is an Indian restaurant that just opened here in town that I really want to try, that people are raving about, that looks very good, and I know that's gonna be like flavorful. So but yeah, I haven't really found a restaurant here that I'm just like, wow, this is incredible. So yeah, but there are some really great home-based businesses. So people that live in the area, like military members and spouses and whatnot, have like home-based businesses, and they'll like make food and they'll sell it, basically. I think that's the easiest way to explain it. But I've tried a few, and really everything that I've tried has been really, really great. And then there are people that make like cakes and cupcakes. There's a woman that makes cinnamon rolls. So all of those that I've had pretty much have been really, really good. So that is something that I personally look forward to. Like I'll go into the like the Facebook community or Rota community or whatever it is, the Q&A group, and I'll just like see who's posting, and it's like, okay, who's making food for the week? And that's probably like my eating out for the week. If I do eat out, it would probably be with someone's home-based business. Like I don't really order food out in town really at all. yeah, I just kind of like lurk and see who's cooking in the community and who's, you know, selling a plate, and I'll go get that if I want to eat out or something like that. So I don't know that, but that to me is just what I look forward to. I mean, because I'm not really out and about as much as I could be, but yeah, I'm just like thinking about a certain business that I love. So I'm gonna like go on Facebook later, or after I'm finished, I'm gonna go and see if they've posted. So, but yeah, so far so good. I'm enjoying my time here. And if you are going to be, I'm sorry, there's a bird. If you are going to be stationed here, just know that you are gonna have a good time. And I feel like everything in life is what you make it. And yeah, oh, and another thing, I'm sorry, my husband, they are like in and out. He is on a ship, so that's something I don't really like. But other than that, we're blessed to be here. I'm excited to be here. This is amazing. I'm probably in my, I would have hoped to have had an experience like this, but I don't think I really thought that it was gonna happen. So I'm grateful for it. I can't wait to travel more. I can't wait to, we haven't had a big trip yet, but things have just really started opening up. But I can't wait to just go and see some of Europe, and who knows what else we'll get to see. I would love if we could go into Asia, but we'll see, you know, one trip at a time. But I'm really happy to be here, and I'm grateful to be here, and I'm so happy that my daughter is getting to have this experience. And yeah, so if you made it to the end, thank you for watching, and I hope that you find this video helpful. If you have any comments, questions, please leave them below, and have a great day. Bye.